Yo, this is the Steady Mobbin Podcast. This is a new season, a new chapter. We're gonna try to do something different. We're not saying goodbye to other hosts. We're just saying, let's shuffle it around and try something new. And we're gonna try to do this weekly for everybody here. To come in and chime in and let it go when it comes to Canadian hip hop. Don't expect too many jokes. Try to keep it very hip hop. This is the Steady Mobbin Podcast, and we're trying to push the culture forward. I got two very, very special gentlemen who I believe are pushing the culture forward in their respective circles. And if you know, you know. To my left, I got Toronto. Not. Are you the brains behind Torontorappers?
No, I'm not the brain stars, not at all. Just the videographer. You know what I say?
What? Come on now. You're the brains behind that.
No. That's my boy. Shout out my boy Justin, yo.
we got Amar from the Amar Show in the building.
Hey.
And to my right, I got a brother who's doing his thing when it comes to textiles, when it comes to stitching, when it comes to looks, when it comes to acting. Yo, are all Ghanaians actors in Toronto? Like, I'm starting to see a trend here. Y'all are out part of Actua and shit. We got Angelo in the building.
Let's go.
Y'all do acting, like, yeah.
Well, watching Nollywood and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta tap in.
I mean, Ghana had Gollywood too, right?
Yeah, they had it for a little bit. I will say when the DVDs were popping.
Yeah.
That's when we actually were getting loved. It was like, okay, all the African jokes need to stay aside now because these DVDs were popping. But yeah,
that was hilarious. Those were crazy days.
I rate the hustle, yo. I rate the hustle.
Those were crazy.
Happen, you know what I mean?
Barren Woman Part 2, Barren Woman Part 3. That was crazy. So let's get to this. We curate a bunch of topics, and let us know in the comments what you guys want to talk about. But we're gonna start it off. One of the topics that was brought to the table is selling out still a thing? And if it is it acceptable in today's day and age? We came up with an example of the baby in Diapers, and I said it was selling out. I said it was a ritual to get to the next level, but Angelo says it's not.
Yeah. So pretty much the story was like I went to South by Southwest. And I went with a few artists, and then seen an artist that just had like the little baby kind of get up with the whole head. I don't even know what you call it because that's like the old school way.
Like the little head tie.
Yeah, look like that little
almost. Flower
thing that they tie on the baby's head.
Snap.
Okay.
And then he was like, looks like he was wearing brief, and it's like, yo, like what's going on? Like, and he has his bodyguards and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, like, this guy just dressed like a baby, like, and I didn't even know who the baby was. So it's like, that's what stood out to me. So I was like, okay, like, and I'm like, wow, look at him now.
Yeah.
At the top of his game. And it's like, are you willing to do that to get into the position that you're in today? Exactly. So it's like,
It's crazy. So what, you're saying he didn't like sell out?
I feel like he didn't sell out because in his music videos, he's that type of character. Yeah. Now, if he did that and then he's trying to be cool and like, I don't do that type of energy, then I feel like that's selling out. Like, because if you're being yourself and like you're kind of like extending to it just a little bit to kind of get that kind of look, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you're going to a fashion show or something like that. People wear stuff that they wouldn't wear on regular, but it's like, let me do a little standout and then.
No, I hear you. Like, I guess it determines how we're gonna define like what selling out is, if you get what I'm saying. Is it a part of the hustle, or is it something you're doing that's extra outside of yourself to garner that attention? And that's when we talk about this topic, that's what I'm thinking, if you get what I mean. So are you doing something that's out of character, completely embarrassing, just to garner attention, to try and flip it into your music?
Do you have any examples?
I don't have any examples other than that off the top of my head. That's a great example, to be honest with you. But in this example, it worked.
Okay, I'll give you another one.
Yep.
I'll give you another one. People don't know this, but a lot of people don't know this, but when Tupac got into the game, he was with I forgot what that group, with Humpty Hump and those people.
Okay, yeah.
When he was coming in, they had to be in their briefs humping on blow up dolls on stage.
I'm sorry.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right? So you probably find a video of Humpty Hump doing his thing.
And Tupac
and there's
out there.
and there's him and the next guy have like blow up dolls and they're humping the blow up dolls.
No, but
on
I say
stage
like
and-
back then, you don't find too much of that. I wouldn't say, just off the top of my head. I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Well, they got pictures of Tupac in a tutu, by the way. You know that, right? They got pictures of him in a
Crazy.
tutu.
I've never seen it, but
I can show you right now.
but I'm saying, like, in today's day and age, you know how garnering attention, doing anything for attention has become so prominent. Is it help or hurting the game? If you get what I mean, is it contributing to the fall off of hip hop?
I feel like it's always been part of the hip hop.
Okay.
I feel like it was always been a part of hip hop. I feel like it's always been hand in hand. But here's a picture of.
I feel like
Tupac.
there's
This is the first time I'm
always
seeing this. That's crazy.
there's always that hazing that they've had
Mhm.
for anybody who's trying to enter
The
into
game.
a circle or
Like a humiliation,
A
like
le-
you were saying, humiliation ritual. Kind of
yeah, like like even like fraternities and all that, they have that too. So it's like there's a long
Mhm.
lineage of that. So it's
Yeah.
not like just in hip hop that it comes from, right? Even in the NBA, they make like the rookies do certain things and all that kind of stuff.
But I'm saying I'm saying it in terms of garnering attention for whatever you got going on. Is it necessary, or is there another way we could do that? That's the thing.
I feel like it's part of paying your dues, and like in the time frame, it's just like what is fitting for right now. Just like the topics that we're talking about. Usually, certain topics come up,
Yeah.
and then we adjust them because it's the going thing at the moment. I feel like that's similar to that. Okay, this is
Okay.
the moment right now.
Yeah.
This is what I can do to garner that attention,
Yeah.
and I can use my talent to either pivot, or if this is me, then I can still go that way with it, right? Like look at Post Malone. He went the rap route. Okay,
Got his
boom, I'm
attention.
good enough,
Boom.
and then now I'm pivoting to.
So
where
you're
I
selling
want
out to the whites, basically.
But that I'm not gonna lie, that's a story in hip hop right now. Well, not right now, but it's always been a story where it's like
when it comes to
the game didn't
mainstream
really
stuff,
appreciate that. Yeah.
you kind of have to meet people in the middle.
It's
Because
just
if you're
kinda-
just doing it for you, then just make your song and keep it to yourself.
you-
Because like
Mm.
we're lying to ourselves if we're just making music and we don't want anybody else to hear it or like it. You
No,
know what
I
I'm saying?
definitely hear you on that. Yeah.
But if you can meet people in the middle and kind of not reduce your morals, or you can still face yourself in the mirror, then like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
I think now that I think about it more, I think it's a more like get it how you live kind of thing. Like if you need that gimmick, use it as a tool to garner that attention.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't do nothing too well. I can't really say that these days. You know what I
Again,
mean?
everybody
But
has their own.
how you
moral
get it is
compass
how you
that,
get
yeah.
it. You know what I mean? At the end,
It's all
of the day, so
subjective, absolutely.
It is. It definitely is. So
Gatekeeping versus curation. Is it one of the same? That's a very profound question, by the way.
Thank you.
I think it's one of the same. For forever, and that's the job of an A&R. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
An A&R's job is to find what's next, and them. They were the original gatekeepers, but now gatekeepers is now the club owner.
Yeah.
The guy who
The people who have access to opportunity.
right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like now gatekeeping is so large that it's like misplaced, but there was a good form of good gatekeeping in the past.
In the past, I think like you're saying, I do think it's one and the same with gatekeeping and curation. I think the bigger question is like the people who are in control of the gatekeeping and curation. We have to do, well, not us, but whoever's selecting these people has to do their due diligence to make sure they have the right person in
Mhm.
place. So it's reflective of all the culture in that region, if you get what I mean. So
Yeah, definitely. I think what played a big part in the shift in that was capitalism. In the beginning, it was, of course, through the arts
Yeah.
and getting your reps up before people can like give you your due respects,
Mhm.
and then the game started making so much money that now all the people, like you're saying, the club owners, the
it's just
label
whoever's getting
people are the
numbers.
ones who are now saying everything. Right now, A&R is just a fun word to have. Like
That's
I know
right.
A&Rs
Yeah.
who
No, I hear you.
make no decisions. Like you're
Yeah.
just like, yeah, come check out this, and then they have to be like, yeah, I have to make my boss.
No, I hear you.
Then
I
and
definitely
it's like I love it, and then they don't, and then now we're stuck, right? So it's really the people who have the funds are the ones who are gonna make the major decisions at the end of the day. So if you want to be your own boss, you gotta put your paper up so that you can make your own decisions. And so if you want to be a shot caller, you gotta have the funds. But then you have people like Ebro, who's like stuck in his old ways and not open into like new styles and things of that sort. And then he now recently got dropped, and now he kind of has to fall into the same thing that he was getting at. Like, oh, you guys are just YouTube, da-da-da-da. Yeah. And now he's in the position where he's a YouTube personnel now because of like not having that brick and mortar foundation, which we call like radio, to kind of...
I feel like that's a blessing in disguise for him, though.
What, getting dropped?
Yeah.
How?
So now, I personally believe the future is in subscriptions. Mini subscriptions. Okay. The future is in paying directly towards the creator and no other.
So direct to consumer.
Direct to consumer.
Yeah.
That's the future.
Yeah.
And that's the economy. I feel like that's going to be the new economy for creators. It's like direct to consumer, and I feel like he's in a good situation that if people there's some people who love him. You know what I mean? There's a crowd who loves him, and they will not mind paying their little $1,500. You know, times that by 20,000 people, times that maybe 100,000 people. You know if it's 100,000 people, he's living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, he's seeing all of that, if you get what I mean. Like, whereas obviously we don't know how his business contracts work.
I don't think before he has that kind of following.
It's Ebro, bro. I don't know about
I think he did.
You know why? Because
I don't know if you can say all that.
I think he may have that following, but the following that he has are not up to the times with the measures into reaching out, like the Patreons and direct to pay type.
I think
he's very capable.
Very capable.
I think his following is old school radio type people, and like the people who are subscribers. I feel like those are the young people who are like, oh, this old head is just hating on us. But so it's like
I understand that there may be some people who don't like his opinion, but I do think there's still an audience out there who respects his opinion, whether they agree with it or not, to some degree. You know.
Okay.
And while we have that topic on Ebro too, like just as a legendary curator and a gatekeeper of the culture, I think it's important to have that balance to keep up to the times with new music trends, but also stay true to like the roots, if you get what I mean. And that's, I feel like in these times, that's the kind of balancing act we're having trouble with within the culture, because it's either all the way one way, all the way the other way, not in the middle, if you get what I mean. So
what's your perfect paradigm?
What do you mean, like
what's good? What
does that look like?
Yeah, what does it look like to you?
Like you see how Clips' album dropped. We could appreciate that, but then we could appreciate the newer artists, if you get what I mean. I'm not too caught up on the newer stuff that's going on right now, but like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the target audience at all for somebody like Playboi Carti, but I could see how people like that type of stuff as well. I seen Kanye put him in the Mount Rushmore.
Oh God.
The other day. So it's like,
how recent was that? Hold on.
I literally saw this earlier today, but I've seen the clip circulating for like maybe the past week at this point. So it's like, but he's up to the times with that stuff. You know what I mean? And he takes it in. And when you speak to these kids, I'm not gonna lie, like Cardi's up there, bro. Like
that's so I like his first single.
I think it's mostly just of
right now the culture the newer generation seems like they're shifting more towards vibes and energy and lyricism, if you get what I mean. And that's true, but the thing is,
we're having a little renaissance. Just because like y'all kids need to read something and get get educated.
No, but if you notice, like especially
not everybody, of course not.
After the beef and all that stuff, last year hip hop has had not the best year, but when you look at the actual music that was being released, quality has went up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because the clip, have you heard this album? Was amazing.
Was fire.
Amazing.
No.
You know I mean?
I'm gonna
amazing.
I'm gonna go against that and say that there was always good music. It's just whether you paying attention to it or not. I feel like just because right now the label has a new makeup, they're getting new owners. Yeah. People are getting caught up in certain files.
I think
so they have to resign and all these type of things. So I feel like now people are taking their time, and even new artists as well, because COVID has affected even the way people put out music. Because like no one's trying to hear this like club music. Like no one's in that realm, right? So it's affecting because a lot of people are still dropping music, but it's not hitting like that.
No, but what I mean to say is that the culture seemed like they were more receptive to that old, not, I don't want to call it an old style of music, but to the more like classical style of music where Pusha T and them can thrive if they put out some stuff like that. Whereas before, the lyrical stuff wasn't really getting much play. Let's be real. So
if I'm being honest, I would say that
what's up?
it would have been due to just the long hiatus.
Yeah.
So it's like it was that new fresh. Because like if they dropped like 3 albums ago, like 3 years ago, and then like back to back to back, and now this album came, it would still be whatever you would say, but I don't think it would have that big like.
I think what I think is happening is that we're starting to cycle back around. Like, you know how trends cycle? I think we're starting to cycle back around, in my opinion, to the good
lyricism.
shit.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to elaborate on.
Yeah.
If there's anything I learned about hip hop, and when I say hip hop, when we all music is good, but I'm talking about hip hop, like boom bap, like you know.
Yeah.
And
if you're talking about boom bap, you're like hip. Huh.
No, you're wilding, bro.
So you can't say like that's a part of hip hop too, right?
No, you're wilding.
So you gotta say the stage that you prefer, because people like to say, "Oh, this is hip hop." Like that's the only thing.
But we don't even want to put it in a box like that. Why I say more? I guess classical styles of hip hop is the more lyrical driven, the more cadences, flows, those type of things.
I want to ask you a question. The Laffy Taffy song.
Oh my God.
Was that hip hop to you?
Yes.
That was. What about you?
Well, I consider it hip hop, but that's like, obviously that's more like.
Oh, you're too nice.
Bubblegum stuff.
No. You know why?
To me, it was hip hop adjacent. It was not hip hop.
So what do you say? That's pop?
It wasn't pop.
Then what would you say?
It was Atlanta's take on hip hop.
Oh.
Just like somebody from Atlanta, if they saw a Toronto nigga rapping, like they saw Pressa and with his high pitched voice, and be like, oh, that's how they all rap. That's Pressa's and Toronto's interpretation of hip hop.
Okay.
Right? And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody says, yo, that's not hip hop. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? Because it's the regional interpretation of hip hop.
Yeah.
However, there is a overlapping main hip hop, and when I say main hip hop, I mean the artists today in Toronto. Look up a brother named Ason Eastwood.
Okay.
Ason Eastwood, good interpretation of like 90s boom bap music.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but it's like a newer flair. There's other couple guys named Lord Juco. There's Raz Fresco. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Club.
You know, Baker's Club.
Ghost Boy and them too.
You know, that kind of hip hop.
Yeah.
But
So
the Laffy Taffy guys, they were not hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll name another couple guys who else.
Yo, D Pharrell, you guys are hip hop.
They weren't hip hop.
You know what I'm saying?
They weren't hip. I mean, it was hip hop adjacent. It wasn't hip hop.
Are you talking about that whole like jerk era type of music?
So that's different. So that's a different genre too.
Yeah.
So Drake is not hip hop.
I think these are subsections within the umbrella.
This is why I'm saying you have to say that you like certain. So what you mentioned is like the golden era.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. That's why you can say I consider that like maybe the nucleus.
So I'm gonna sorry to interrupt you, but 50 Cent was the perfect example of a hip hop artist. His first and second album, fire. And that was him being as much of an MC as he could be in 2002 to 2006. Because of what's happening, you know what I mean? Like Atlanta was taking control of the world.
So Candy Shop.
So Candy Shop, that was hip hop. That was still hip hop.
Take you to the candy shop.
So how is Candy Shop hip hop and not Laffy Taffy?
No, but my thing is it becomes such a touchy subject when we start doing that. So that's why I say like I look at it how like the labels would look at it or how the big corporations would look at it. Where it's just an umbrella of hip hop, there's different subsections.
Yeah, that's how I feel like.
So
it's all there.
I also want to add a name to what you were saying of the list of guys who do the 90s golden era type style.
Yeah.
So another good one, and he's had good reception. I've done an episode on him as well. Big up ZG Chelly. Like, go check him out if you guys don't know him. But I'm telling you, like, 90s, like, golden era to the T. Like, everybody I showed him that's under this type of umbrella, like, loves him.
And K9 too. Shout out to K9. He's also...
Oh, K9 as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
K9 dope. Shout out to K9.
So, yeah, but like we were saying, like, I view hip-hop as an umbrella. All these different phases in hip hop are like branches.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Off of that one tree called hip hop.
Yeah, it's like almost like the NBA. You know when they have like
Yeah.
the 50 greatest and then they have the
No, I hear you.
75 greatest. It's like Wilt time was like mans weren't doing crossovers.
Nah.
Just sky hooks was a hit.
But
hot,
what
like,
they-
and then after
Yeah.
it got to the Jordan era, which was like the 90s, where it's like it
Yeah.
got like that. And then I look at it like people even look at basketball now. They're like, yo, look at these guys just
Betting on their own
getting
games
extra
and stuff.
calls, betting, traveling. So it's like, you know, like
But I am glad like things are starting to cycle back. Though, for real,
Absolutely,
yeah.
we're good music.
oh for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
And like
for
and
sure.
like going to concerts and like shows
Yeah.
where people don't get fucking shot or stabbed. You know, you're just chilling and
That's,
you're
oh
and
my
watching.
God, thank you so much for saying
Like
that.
it's getting really comfortable again.
Yeah.
Yes. Safety.
Speaking of that,
safety.
speaking of the safety, big R.I.P. to some young rapper by the name of Lil OT.
R.I.P. for real.
I'm not really privy to his music. The kids say he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar, but
You're-
I can't say I can.
No, I've
The
just started
Shadow
seeing his
song.
name in the
Yeah.
headlines recently since the death. R.I.P.
Apparently, he
respect.
was the next thing up. So
Yeah.
you know, we'll let the people tell us how good he was.
Yeah.
Call us old heads or whatever. But you know, it's just a good example of, you know, the crab in the bucket mentality that we have here. Unfortunately, like art is for people who want to create. Like the music is for creators and artists are not inherently evil people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never met a fucking horrible
Yeah.
artist.
Like I just
A
want
true artist.
like I want to put like something out there where it's like we don't know what's going on behind the scenes in terms of like the politics and all that stuff behind the scenes, but it's just a shame that that stuff has to bleed into the music, if you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, you
Mhm.
know? So that's one of the goals that I set out to do with all my collaborators as well, is try and take the violence out of the music, if you get what I'm saying. Like
And just keep it
obviously you're gonna
talent.
say what you're gonna say
Yeah.
at the end of the day, but bringing it into the realm of music, meaning bringing it to your shows, bringing it to where you're just chilling with people, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to exist with the music. Like
Yeah,
I would just love that separation to happen at some point.
definitely.
You know?
A lot of lives lost in the road of sin, you know. So it's like it's
But-
crazy.
But R.I.P. to him, yo. It's just too many people, especially too many Canadians drop into stuff like this, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we've lost
Yeah.
too many
Young
people on the
boys.
come up
Yeah.
and like legends. I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah,
they
yeah.
would have been legends.
Houdini, R.I.P.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You know what I mean? So all these guys who are losing their lives in the game, like it's a shame, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause these are real talents. So
And there was like I seen somebody in the comments say something like, "How long is it gonna take before we change the subject of the music and things of that sort?"
yeah.
And I remember mentioning that like a lot of the music is what people see in their environment, whether they're active in it
Yeah.
or they're just like the storyteller in what they see, right? And I
Yeah.
said from when that environment changes,
Mhm.
that's when the story will change. But at the same time too, there's also dealing with the what's hot, right?
Mhm.
And which is drama. Drama is what attracts things. You can talk about
Yeah.
peace and love and this one or third, and then you won't get as much or garner as much attention as
Yeah.
if you're talking about the beefs and the rah-rah and all that kind of stuff, right? So it's
Yeah.
about that you know, that finding where you fit into that, and then you know,
That middle place. No, I
yeah,
hear you.
man, it's definitely difficult in
Well,
that
that
aspect.
speaks to two topics. So I guess the first one I'll lead with is I'm noticing pain music is making a big resurgence.
What do you mean like pain music? What do you mean?
I mean-
Like, you know, I only know how to describe it as like major chords and on beats, and guys are really talking about what they're going through.
Mhm.
And I kind of like that flip on things because, you know, like drill, how we're almost like glorifying that lifestyle
Mhm.
as now being flipped into like, this is just my reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm explaining my reality. I wish I didn't have to do such, and such, but that's just how things
Oh,
go
I
right
see.
now.
I see.
You know what I mean? And I'm starting to notice it. So
Are
does
they
that sort-
rapping or harmonizing?
Both. I've seen it both times. I could give artists that are amazing at this type of stuff. Not to say they're gangsters or nothing like that. So please don't take it as that. But if you go listen to J Trills, he's making a big splash right now in the scene. J Trills.
Big shout out to Big J Trills.
Yeah, so J Trills, PH Hollis, Froboy is another big name you're gonna hear come up a lot. Like those guys are amazing at it, and I'm noticing more guys are on that kind of wave now as well. So
So
does
kind
that
of
speak to, like-
so is it kind of like using that type of background as like more like a lesson? Like, okay, this
It's
is
reflective.
Okay,
I
okay.
noticed the music is getting very reflective now, which is, does that speak to the overall temperature of how things are going right now, you think?
Absolutely.
So-
Absolutely. You know,
reflective music always goes.
People
far.
really relate to
Yeah.
that stuff. I'm really starting to realize, you know. So I think hip hop starting to trend in the right direction, like we said earlier, with the golden age stuff starting to make a comeback. Now the reflective style stuff is starting to make a comeback. But I guess if you don't mind, can I segue this into the beef? Is it good for?
yeah. We can do that. We can do that.
Since we're already on this topic, you know what I mean. So
And let people know which beef we talking about.
like, okay, so not which beef. This is just an example, but beef in general, is it good for the culture or does it hurt the culture? But we could talk about the beefs that happened at the top of this year. I got very excited.
It's a part of the culture. It's a part of the game.
But I'm saying, is it
like
getting
hockey.
too nasty? You know what I'm saying? Is it getting too low? If you get what I mean.
I think it's like hockey. Like guys are gonna take off their gloves and they're gonna fight for 2 minutes, and then just gonna sit down.
Yeah,
and then come right back.
I understand, but beef. Well, has beef always been the same, where we try and dig up somebody's life, dig up like what they're doing in like their personal lives and all that, and bring it to light like that? Like
all is fair in the art of war.
Oh, you think so? I was thinking somebody was gonna say that. You know what I mean? But
I don't agree with it. But like that's how it goes. Like,
okay, so let's get some answers then. Yes or no? Like, do you think beef is good for culture?
A healthy lyrical battle is good for the culture.
When you say healthy lyrical battle, though, let's define that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. For me,
because I agree with what I think where you're going with it. But yeah, let me know.
For me, families are out of bounds. Children, wife, grandparents, grandma, mom, out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
Personal attacks, okay, but don't call me a pedo.
But you see,
and don't say rape.
But you see all these rules now. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like a man who's enraged is like, I'm gonna get this guy. Is it thinking about that?
This is why it needs to go into like Smack DVD and those things, because that's kind of like a version of like boxing or street fight.
That was crazy back then. Smack DVDs were crazy.
When you street fight, ain't no telling. Like someone's losing, they might pull out a jiggy and be like, "Yo, like,
okay, so
my girl's watching and I can't come home a loser."
All right, so after you, I'm gonna give my take on it.
So in that sense, we all like when we're in high school, we saw a good fight. It was safe enough that nobody like died or anything like that. Yeah. Right? But then it could have went there.
Imagine feeling some type of way.
Right? It could have went that way, but it didn't.
Yeah.
But now it's like there's no holds barred. Like it's like crazy. If it's beef,
it's crazy.
If we accept it, we have to be prepared with the consequences of it. It's like that's how I look at it. Like it's fun. Don't get me wrong. Like there's parts of the beef where I, like, whoa. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? But
to me, as a fan, when it comes to beef now, the beef nowadays is what I'm specifically talking about. I think it's just too crazy. I don't think it's good for the culture.
Digging up your best friend's grave or your brother's grave.
It's crazy.
I think the worst part about it is it's not even tasteful. Like if it was like tasteful,
but I have a resolution.
People can look like not look past it, but it's like, okay, I get why you went there because like at least you made it like.
I have like my resolution to all of this is you can still settle your differences, and I feel like if the beef is more than music, then let it be more than music. Don't bring it to the music.
Listen, if you got beef, settle it in the ring. Like what's his name? Jake Paul, like you know what I'm saying?
No, I get where if it's beef like that, like where it's really personal like that, cool. But if it's just a beef within the game in terms of skill, I really think two guys should just hop on the same beat. Let's see who styles it the best.
Like I had a situation that
go like 3 rounds like that.
I'm just like, yo, listen, if we need to take it in the ring, like let's do it. Like get viewers, people coming.
But again, like the beef we're about to bring up too, it's like when we can't do that when it's like a guy versus a woman, you know what I mean?
Okay, like, definitely not. But when it's like two guys that like would kill each other, it's like, yo, you guys,
like that,
make money. Like that's gonna even make you even squash the beef. It's like, oh, whoa, we got these amount of people to come through.
They should do secret beefs at home. You know what I mean? Like, like you know, like Pressa should be calling top 5, and they should be like, yo, this is what we're gonna do. Post this. I'm gonna repost that. I mean.
Call Jake Paul.
But who knows? What if they're actually doing that?
Right?
What if they're actually doing that?
It does happen sometimes. Let's be real. Because remember, I don't know if you heard that 50 Cent story. I forget who he's beefing with, but he sent them a shot. And then they responded some type of way. And
that was Cameron.
That was Cameron.
I feel-
And he
it was-
messaged them behind the scenes, and he's like, "Yo,
No,
what
it's
you doing?
Kanye.
I sent you the alley, like
It was Kanye.
don't
It was
that
Kanye?
shit."
Yeah, I remember when they were doing
Oh,
the
yeah, yeah.
verses. They were doing the verses
Yeah.
album, and just like, yo, like, yeah. Like,
Some of them are definitely planned. Don't get me wrong, but everyone.
That
Let's
one
be
was
real.
planned. That one was definitely planned.
No, but let's be real though. Like a majority of the beefs aren't planned like that, and that's why we see people going to hell with it.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
in those terms, I don't think it's good for the culture. But like I said, a good alternative, if it's just about the skill, you guys pick a beat or whoever goes first, find the
Listen.
same instrumental, style that, and let's see who's
At the
better
end of
on
the
it.
day, I know that it's all about money because that's all you guys talk about in your music, right? So go in the ring, get pay-per-view involved, call Jake
To
Paul,
show your bank account.
do what
Bitch, I
you-
got that. I
But
got
that's-
go
this.
do like bet on it, tell your homies to bet on
No,
it.
I hear you.
Everybody makes money, and then boom,
Oh,
like
boxing.
real
Yeah,
boxing.
Oh, I want to do that. I am so down for that.
That's what you thought. I
So
was
down
like,
for that.
That's what I meant, like for real, because that's what everyone's about. Everyone's about money, the attention. Like,
No, I
okay,
hear you.
I will box
gonna do
niggas
that?
for
You know
for
what
like
I'm saying?
I'll 50K.
so
I'll do
that,
it.
so that's
Hit me
gonna
up.
make
Hit me
it's
up.
gonna make a lot of people like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
dress up their talks and just like, okay, back down, because someone might offer me this thing and it's like, oh, like, are you gonna step into the ring about it? So
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm saying we'll solve a lot of problems. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, so beef, like, what do you guys think on the beef now that's happening? Is it good for the culture or is it not?
Well, I mean, let's let this.
I've seen both. I've seen all spectrums of that beef in today. So it's like,
But like, okay, but
I'm
specify for the
noticing it
audience.
escalating. I'm noticing it escalating crazy. So yeah.
But let's talk about like. Would you say this beef was acceptable? The Goldie London and 100 Watts beef.
Can I be completely honest, yo?
Yeah.
Like, even though it was very entertaining, don't get me wrong, the mudslinging was crazy. Like, the mudslinging was nuts in it. So it's just like when we go to those depths, like, is that really necessary in hip hop? If you get what I mean. Still very entertaining, but especially as a hip hop fan, it's some details with artists like I don't want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not my business.
Well, he didn't go far. He didn't go far. Like all he said was her armpits stink. Like,
Did he?
Yeah, that's all he said. Is your remember? Were you paying attention to the beef?
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it, but I don't remember his thing.
Yeah.
All
so-
right, because I
I'm
love
talking
hip
about,
hop.
but
I'm
I'm-
talking
but
about
I'm
it
not-
from
but
a
I'm not gonna
musical
say-
level.
I'm
I
not-
don't want to get into details.
But yeah,
with it,
yeah, but I'm not
in
gonna
terms of
say
I
lyrics,
heard
but-
every freaking word on both sides.
He was sliding on it. I'm not gonna say that,
But
he
not that
wasn't.
much. It was high school. It was all high school. It was all high school fucking. This is like, yo, your armpits stink and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. You swallow when your kids and what? Like, yo, bro, what do you like? What?
Yeah. So I wanna. Yes, there was a lot of mudslinging. In my opinion, there's a lot of mudslinging from what I've heard. I don't want to get into details, but the one thing I did take away that was really good, I feel like it elevated and it pushed an artist to new limits. Like, and I to me, in terms of what I was hearing, what Goldie was putting out.
Yeah,
was
shout out to
great.
Goldie London.
Bro, I feel like I
Was great.
honestly feel
You know
like
what I
it
mean?
was lined up for her so perfectly.
She did
Yeah.
amazing. And the thing is, the spotlight was already on her from the Think They Know Me remix.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that she was able to come in and just
Yeah.
deliver like that.
The stars.
Speaking of which, you did your
Crazy.
own. You shot your own
Yeah,
version
so
of it.
we did a content shoot for it. So it was great meeting all the ladies and
Yeah.
everything. Very
How did that
talented
room
bunch of
smell?
people. Amazing.
Smell like cocoa butter and shits.
Amazing. It smelled amazing. Shout out to the ladies over there, all right? So, nah, but to be honest, you could really see the talent. You could see the talent in the room, and it was great meeting everybody. To be honest, especially Haviah. That was the first time I met Haviah.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe how, like, obviously you have, I wasn't thinking she was going to come into it like a jackass or nothing like that.
No,
But you
she's
think
cool.
people are just
She's
going to be
cool.
neutral.
Yeah,
She's mad cool, bro.
She's
Mad cool. Shout out Haviah.
I
Yeah, that's
interviewed
dope,
her
that's
like
dope.
back in 2017
Yeah.
with her and the I'm like one of the few guys who got the interview with them. Her in the sorority.
I just saw the group. Yeah, I think that's the first
Yeah,
time
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
about.
I have an interview
Word.
with them in the vault. But yeah.
Her backstory is going to be so sick to like
It
put
is.
on tape, man.
Yeah, she's dope.
Speaking of which, that's a great segue.
Shout out to her.
Segue king in the building.
I will say she has like top 10 one of the best album covers. Like she has like an
Her
album
branding's
cover.
wicked.
There's an
Her
album
branding's
cover where she's
impeccable.
like,
yeah,
there's a white background and she's kind of looking up.
Mhm.
I love that album cover. It's like,
trust. No. Haviah's branding's like amazing.
Speaking of Haviah
Mhm.
Mighty, she is facing some health issues, and she let the public know recently
Prayers up.
that she is facing some health issues.
Mhm.
One sec here, guys. I'm just writing down the time.
yeah,
stamp.
positive
Right there.
energy her way.
Real talk.
I'm saying
It takes a lot of balls and a lot of like
courage.
courage to let people know that you're facing some issues and
Yeah.
shit.
So
You know,
So all the best with that situation. I hope you have a speedy recovery with that. Hopefully it can get resolved.
Yes.
And yeah, you come out on top. You know what I'm saying? And get back to doing your thing as quick as possible. I know she's not taking a break now, but I'm sure that must be a stressor in the back of her head.
I can't wait for her U.S. American crossover or worldwide crossover.
Yeah.
Like she's like this close to have a song featured in some TV show. Where probably it already is, but on a bigger TV show. You know, or in a movie, or her song is probably in FIFA. Yo, I wouldn't be surprised if one of her songs makes it into FIFA.
Yo, honestly, that's a real. I forgot all about.
Listen,
coming to Toronto. It's a big opportunity for artists.
Listen, she's there because she has a record with
definitely
Connor Price, who was like used to be.
What's that track? Lucky.
Speaking about like actors, he was
I saw the Connor Price
actor.
Connor, the white boy.
Yeah.
From Vancouver.
Yeah.
Connor Price.
Yeah. So
Connor
she
Price
has a
is
record.
He's on Vancouver.
And it's dope. You know what I'm saying? She's been, you know what I'm saying? Like she's
been
there.
hustling, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All it is just once people recognize, we're just gonna come and people are like, yeah, I know her from da-da-da-da. You already know how that cycle goes.
Just that one push to get her up and over that hill, and she's out of here. You know what I mean?
See, that always is my question. Like, you know, artists like her, I feel like she's like basically.
So let me ask you a question. What do you guys think would help get artists in that magnitude to the next level?
Yeah, that was my question. But you said it faster. Look, I'm just like it. Just I don't have the answer because it's like she's. If I was a rapper, I want to be in her shoes.
Yeah. She has.
If I was a rapper, I would want a feature.
Yeah, I want a feature.
So all you rappers,
I want to be her.
All you rappers out there, like. You know what I'm saying? You see her walking around, you like try and get a feature off her because she's dope.
Shout out to Haviah. Yo, make your money for real, man. Go get a feature
for sure. Like
straight up.
But yeah, man, like with her pushing her, I think it's just consistency because I think she's doing all the right things right now. Visuals are on point. Her branding's on point. You know what I mean?
The videos are crazy.
Whenever she's in media for the right reasons. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I just think consistency. That's it. You know? So just maintain where you're at, and eventually I think it's gonna go over.
So I think if there's a suggestion I would make, it doesn't necessarily pertain to her, but any artist who is in that realm or feels like they're in that realm where they're getting notoriety in their space or their niche and then getting over the hump, I think it's about connecting with a touring manager. Because if you look at it like...
I was going to say that.
When you look at like...
I was going to say that.
Rolling Louds and all this stuff. That's how you like.
But I'm sure they're thinking of this. I'm sure it's way harder than it is like as we're just talking about it. But yeah, I'm sure they thought about that too. You know what I mean?
Now let me put her in that in that stretch.
Light,
if she was on Rolling Loud, the one that they do in Portugal or in the LA one and and another one besides the Toronto one, like everyone Toronto knows you already. But in those other ones. I've been to places where I'm like, yo, who's this artist? Like, what? Like, I gotta tap in.
And then you Google them, you find out they're big in their own circle.
You know now the artist came to go see Dua Lipa.
No, I hear you.
And then now they hear Haviah Mighty, and they're like, whoa. Like,
even though I can't lie, even though I hate it, like, yes, Toronto artists, I do feel like, Canadian artists in general do have to travel if they want to get their names out there. Like, hopefully what we're working towards can fix that, you know what I mean? But it's going to be a necessary step for everyone to kind of branch out and expand your horizons in that sense, if you mean.
I 100% agree. And I could further will say that in the future, artists will be famous regionally. Yeah,
but I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. Give them a chance to monetize their stuff. You
know? For example, I have a friend who is a artist he's from Toronto. Okay. He went back to Africa. Okay. And he was shooting music videos here in Toronto, in Canada, in the US, and he has a little bit of following. So he was hitting 1 million views, right?
Oh, sick. Okay.
On the strength of like African views. So when he saw the analytics,
he just went over there.
He's like, I'm just gonna go to the source.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna go deal with this anymore here. Yeah. I'm not. So now he tours all over East Africa, from Somalia down to like Nairobi to Uganda. He's literally touring every fucking day, like every fucking weekend. He's on a flight.
And it's successful. Like he's making.
Bro, he's making. It's subjective.
What kind of music?
It's a Somali Afrobeat.
Oh, sick. Okay.
And like if you hear them, I'll play it for you guys after later on. The music actually catchy.
No,
and so his name is Hannah Bands, by the way. He top Keep Six Solid recently just posted about him.
Oh, sick.
The guy posted a video on like first week of January. He hit 1 million views literally in 3 days.
Oh, sick.
So
where's this on Spotify?
On YouTube.
YouTube.
On YouTube.
That's big.
1 million views in 3 days.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, people are going to be famous regionally. So that's Africa. Africa is its own ecosystem, and then Africa is so big it has many ecosystems within it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have Asia market.
Exactly.
Asia market has its own ecosystems, but like the worldwide stars like Drake, your Dua Lipa.
Yeah, they cross over well. Yeah.
Those guys are going to be they're on a different level, but. You're gonna have like your West Kids who is like he has his own ecosystem.
Yeah. He's starting to blow up worldwide though too. He's starting to make moves and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like it's been like that for like 10 years for West Kids.
Okay,
West Kids was having music videos with Drake 10 years ago.
No, I hear you.
But I think my theory is that it'll be regional famous for each artist, and they'll make their whatever money,
they'll have fans all over
whatever they're happy with, they'll make it.
Well, which I think that's a good business structure than having maybe 1 to 3 artists blow up huge.
Yeah.
Make crazy amounts of money, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the goal is to like financial freedom with this stuff, if you get what I'm saying. You don't necessarily have to be filthy rich, but if
you don't need to be Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
Listen, if you can get like 60K a year, like that's what people be working in a factory or like
6K doing thing you like?
Like 6 figures. Like I feel like 6 figures is very doable
for sure.
if you really run your business right
now.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Agree.
So
I agree.
That'd be amazing if you guys could if that was a thing with music, if you get what I mean. So
I mean partly with that I think is just dealing with connections and working with other artists. I know it's like artists just don't want to work. Yeah, they want to collaborate. They just want to just do their own thing, which is cool, but it's like
although I do feel like that's changing. I do feel like that's changing within the city, which I love.
People are always in their heads,
I feel like the city's on a wave right now, and I feel like the city's in like a phase of changing for the better.
I mean, I'm definitely seeing the ladies definitely collaborate, which is
the ladies that move. I gotta take my hats off to that. I say behind the scenes in front of me. Shout out Goldie London. That was an amazing move, getting everybody on one track. That was dope. I guess to go to the female scene within the city, I feel like that opens up and makes that lane active.
Yes.
So
whoever's a gatekeeper in that aspect, y'all push them and make that go to.
I don't even think it's really gatekept right now. I just think it's open for the taking right now.
What I meant was like anybody who can do something to kind of like push
I just think it's a great time
to higher levels
for Toronto female hip hop fans to like really find a female artist they really like and attach to them. So now's a great time for that, And
I'm saying
female rappers for you guys.
Shout out to all of them. Who else was on that? Double M.
Double M, Taylor G, Charmaine, Haviah Mighty. Am I missing anybody? I don't think I'm missing anybody. Yeah, and Goldie, obviously, yeah. So
and then Goldie London, of course.
Man. And then you had vocals from
what's up?
Cardi.
Oh, Cardi, you know what I'm saying? Co-signing.
Oh, yeah.
Co-signing
the Cardi co-sign was amazing. But to be honest, I would love to see more of that. Like Cardi now, just getting into the scene, and I don't say he has to hand out.
Put your arm around the people and be like, yeah.
No, but I'm not saying he has to hand out cosigns.
No.
But it'd be great to see him active in the scene doing something.
He's doing something. Well, the thing is, he's put on a lot of people in the past.
I know that, but I'm saying in current times, if you get what I mean. Like it was great seeing him on that track.
A video pop up as like, he's in this guy's music video, like that. Like,
the cameos are great. Like, has he taken any interviews lately or no?
I did an interview with him recently.
Wicked.
Yeah, in May of last year.
Wicked.
Yeah, and he was great. He was great.
But shout out Cardi, man.
Shout out to the legend, man.
Out here, and the rest of the Toronto legends. It'll be great to see your faces more and more within the scene, especially now, because I feel like we're on another wave. So, it'd be great to have that support.
Definitely, and just to see them to like just appreciate them and let them know, like giving them the flowers for the work that they've done in the game. Because
I think he does. He's a very communicative guy. He reaches out to you if he sees your shit. Yeah. Like that's how he reaches out to us.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, he reached out to us. He's like, I see you guys shit.
Hey.
Pick up.
Hey, okay, so you're paying attention. Good job.
Yeah.
Sick.
So,
sick.
But with that being said, I think it's a great time to shout out to the ladies in Toronto, the artists,
Trust.
Like aside from those sisters in that video, female artists in Toronto are working extremely hard.
Keisha's out here killing it.
Keisha Fresh is murking it. Any chance you could, rips a mic.
Omega's killing it too. Omega Mighty.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Haviah Mighty sister.
Yeah.
She's too. I like what she's doing with the reggae. I like it. She
killing it. Man.
I like it. I fucking dig
that
it.
track with Doja.
Yeah.
It's on her. I think is it an EP or album?
I'm not sure. But
her project. Let's see, it's a that track with Double M is fire.
But definitely,
I mean, Double M is just out of this world.
Yeah,
out of this world.
We're definitely paying attention. We appreciate it, and y'all are applying the pressure to the fellas to step their game up, right? So iron sharpens iron. Keep it moving.
Definitely.
These guys are so slow, bro. They're really so slow. Not YouTube, but I'm saying like men in general in Toronto, so fucking slow.
No,
man.
I think to be honest, I think what the female scene does great is organization. Just from behind the scenes, how I like deal with all of them. Organization, the professionalism. Not to say the guys aren't professional, but the females, I'm not gonna lie, are on the next level with it. Like they're almost like militant with the way they move,
dude,
in a certain type of way. You know,
they
what
come.
I mean?
They have to
makeup artists.
Sick. They got their makeup artists set. They got their creative directors. They got all that. Their managers set in place. They got contracts to hit you with. Like they're covering all bases when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So that type of, and they take it really seriously what they're doing. So the business aspect they handle really well, and the collaborative aspect they're not afraid to come together and, you know what I mean, make some noise. So shout out to the females, man.
Oh yes, the YNs.
Oh, with the okay, go ahead.
So I'm surprised you haven't heard the story yet.
I haven't heard.
You heard the story, right?
Yeah, I haven't heard it.
So there's been a trend over the last 6 years.
Okay.
I have a friend also in
What's up?
Who's a criminal lawyer.
Okay.
And they told me that they've seen an increase of young kids ranging between 12 and 18.
Yeah.
Going up north to North Bay, Thunder Bay. Like 12 to like 20-hour drive from Toronto.
Yeah.
Like cities like so far up there, you know what I mean? Like, and they're up there selling drugs.
Damn, man. Yeah.
And they're there because an OG on their block is like, yo, you can make some money here. Let's go. What are you doing out here? Let's go. I'll give you bread.
So I've known this to be always a thing. Like it was always something looming in the background. This type of hustle.
OT.
But since you said it's been rising, like the amount of people who are being. Do you think that's a part of a bigger conversation in terms of the economy? Because I've heard a lot of these young people can't find jobs too.
Oh yeah.
So that may be. It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs when like they resort to doing this type of stuff, but especially when it's out of lack of opportunity when it comes to jobs and things like that.
And as well, do you think that it might have just been the same, but because now that we get the alerts on their phone, it now just seems like
I don't think it was always this. I think it's always been around, but I don't think it's been to this degree, if you get what I mean. But I really do think it's a sign of the times.
Yes.
And it just sucks because how are you supposed to tell these kids to quit, to stop doing this and go get like a regular job and make something of themselves when there's no jobs out there for them?
To give some clarity,
what's up?
A lot of the times they're taking so they're treated like basically slaves.
I hear you.
So they'll take their ID from them.
Oh, okay.
Take their shits from them. Yo, you gotta work for me. You can't go anywhere.
So
and if you try to dip, I'll murk you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
So imagine,
crazy.
Imagine. You know, I'm not saying that happens every time a little boy goes out there.
No, yeah.
But I'm saying
it is a reality for some.
It's a reality for some of them.
Yeah, which is very unfortunate. So sorry to hear that.
And CBC just recently did a
special on
it. And I'm happy they did it, but I'm also surprised they did it.
How come?
Because it's like always like it's always and they showed a segment of a father fighting hard to go find his son going up to Thunder Bay. Like imagine that's 20 I think it's a 20-hour drive from Toronto.
Okay.
Can you believe that shit? That's a 20-hour motherfucking drive.
Crazy. What region is it?
It's in Ontario.
Okay.
But it's like on like beside Winnipeg or beside like Manitoba.
Okay.
So it's Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
And that city has bears in there. You can find
crazy,
bears, like grizzly bears in your fucking city.
Yeah, so you don't know what could have happened to him.
So anyway, the story shows, and I'm glad they showed one family in a great light. The father was there to look for his son, which is amazing for me.
I think I'm impressed by just the awareness, because now parents who didn't know about it can now sit down with their kids and be like, yo,
this is happening.
We need to have a talk about this, because there's nothing worse than just being oblivious to it, and then it happens to you, and there's nothing you could have done about it because you didn't know anything about it, right? Exactly. So having that like knowledge about it now, it's like, okay, look, you see this now, you need to If you see people who are
just for all I guess we could be a part of that awareness and just be like, to all the families out there, like really have that conversation with your kids. Definitely. Like, yo, if you're faced with these type of situations, this is how you act. Don't worry, like we got you at the end of the day. Like feel free to, if you're lacking in any type of way, fall back on us and really have that conversation,
100%.
So communication is key in those type of situations.
Keep the door open.
So
you want to talk about the new Cameron and Lady London situation, like how men can't be are always right? Or could you elaborate on that?
Well, so Cam Newton did a episode with Lady London. Yeah, she's very articulate. Yeah, you can tell in her music. Yeah, so like I feel like when you're approaching a situation like that, you should like be prepared to like learn something that day. You feel me? Like I don't know why. So pretty much the story is like he's just talking, and then he used a word. And then
what word was it again? I forget the word, but
eclectic.
But he said, how do you say it?
He said eclectic.
Oh yeah. But then he tried to play it off,
so she asked him to repeat it. What'd you say? And then he even said it with even a deeper like.
Yeah, he tried to play it off.
He's like eclectic, and she's like, "Can you spell that?" And he's like, and then he's spelling it, but the way he's even spelling it, at the end of the word, the letters are not even sounding. I'm like, bro.
No, he tried to lean into it. It's a conversational tactic where you lean into the mistake to try and play it off. Like,
I've never seen a mistake like that. Like to the point where like I've been seeing like I think Joe Budden podcast. Mark Lamont Hill was talking about like there was something called I forgot what the term is. It's like when you're embarrassed for someone because it's like
secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, secondhand embarrassment. But there's a word for it. But I was like, damn, like that's how I felt, and I'm like, I just wanted to turn it off so bad. I'm like, God, like, why are you doing this? Like, bro, just say you're wrong and like, yo, my bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I kind of like looked at it in the aspect of like, can men be wrong and just be like, yo, my bad? Like, damn, you right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think that's just a pride thing, and I think I don't think it's necessarily to do with men or women in particular. It's just a person thing, if you get what I mean. Yeah. Are you that prideful where you can take that accountability when you make mistakes?
Wrong and strong like that is like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, yo, my dad was like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like that. My old man was like that.
Don't kill me.
Like, yo, like
I feel like every African parent was like that.
Yeah, yo.
Like, yo, I know I'm wrong, but I'm not saying sorry.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
They had a different love language. Like them saying sorry was like, yo, you hungry?
Yeah,
like,
you hungry? Get up. I bought the PlayStation for you.
Like glaze over the.
Yeah, it's like
they fucking beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I see a therapist if you guys really want to know.
Listen, Black people see therapists. Make sure you go see your therapist. If you need to see someone or a counselor.
100%.
Find a friend who you can speak to, man. Mental health is real out here, man. You can make $1 billion, and if you're not happy, it's not gonna mean anything. So make sure your mind's right. You feel me? Go out there, get some sun, go on vacation,
touch grass.
Talents versus looks. Or talent versus looks, rather.
Do you think the industry's leaning in either direction right now, or?
I think the topic was kind of like addressed towards per se like the females, because I felt like.
Well, I think in general, to be honest,
because you know why I say
it's more prominent in the.
You know why I say that? Because like you can be Biggie if your lyrics are. A1,
no, but with men, it doesn't.
It's more. It doesn't matter.
Let me show you the money. Let me show you the cars. Let me show you the lifestyle. I got all these women around me. Like, you know what I mean? So
or your flow just has to be like second to none.
I really do think that grind is a real grind when you're doing it from the talent aspect. Whereas if you go the aesthetic, the looks, the branding route, you may get in or may garner on.
I feel like that goes towards more like the females. Like I said, like if a female is prettier than her music, then people are gonna focus on her looks and not really necessarily
for the beginning. But then people are gonna get hip to the BS. You know what I mean? Like
after a while, you got
because like I feel like that was like that was the formula for Cardi B's time.
Yeah,
but no longer anymore. Like what's her name? Bia, whatever her name. Bia.
Yeah.
She's fucking hot as shit, but her music stinks.
You think
No.
I kind of like
Stop
Bia.
it, stop
Bia's
it, stop
dope.
it,
She
stop
alright.
it.
She's
Stop it,
not
stop
the
it.
Shout out-
greatest.
Stop it.
I think
not
Bia's
the
pretty
greatest.
sick.
Nah. Bia is a lyricist.
I think
No,
Bia's
She's
pretty
hard.
a lyricist.
She's lyricist.
Yo.
Bia's pretty sick. Bia's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
She's
I don't know about. I
A
don't know.
lyricist. Oh,
Like-
well, okay. Tell me 3 songs of hers.
When I listen to her, she's pretty dope. Yo. I can't tell you 3
Come
songs,
on, man,
but
give me
listen,
songs.
when I listen to her,
I can't
she's
give
pretty, I
you
enjoy
3
it. I'm
songs
telling you, I
of
enjoy
a lot
it.
And she's a
people like-
lyricist.
She's
I
tough.
can't even give you 3 songs of Doja Cat, and she's to me #1 female artist right now.
To be honest, I
about
don't
that?
really listen to Doja Cat too
Artist,
heavy.
yes, sure, I'll give you that. But is she the best female hip hop
Actually,
artist?
you know,
No.
I think it speaks to this larger
I'm not
conversation.
saying
though.
she's the best, but you're making it seem like she's on some Laffy Taffy.
Well, what?
She Doja Cat is not on the Laffy Taffy shit.
Doja Cat is to me.
No, she
the
actually makes
#1
music. I'm not gonna lie.
female
She
artist
actually makes
right
music
now.
out here.
She can sing, and her lyrics are
She has bars too. I'm
There's-
not gonna lie.
SZA
like right
could
now.
sing and have
Besides,
lyrics.
besides,
She has bars too. I'm not gonna lie. From
besides
what I've heard.
Nicki Minaj, is Doja Cat to me.
No, but
I'm just mad that Doja Cat doesn't love herself like she should.
no, my thing. Yeah, no, but that speaks to branding now. Like what we were saying with looks and stuff. Like your image. Like I think in today's time, I could say image probably means a bit more than talent, especially in the beginning.
Oh, my
Because
bad.
if
My
your
my
image
my
is set-
argument was lasting. Of course, to
Yeah.
start off, you know what I mean? You gotta look like a polished, brand new
Yeah,
car or whatever.
talent has to
But as far as
push through.
being taken serious or looked at as or revered as like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I think you
Like,
can only get so far with the looks
definitely.
and branding.
Yeah.
but-
Which is Doja Cat is actually a great example because I don't know if you guys remember
What's up?
her first music video was when she was the cow.
Oh, I remember that. That was her breakout moment.
Wasn't
I
she
remember
thick in
seeing
that
her
video?
before.
She was super thick.
I don't
She looks like a normal. I'll show you real quick.
Yeah.
She looked like a
was.
normal person.
I wouldn't say that's normal. But,
She looked like a normal thick girl.
I mean, some people don't consider.
No,
thick
but even
normal.
before that, I remember. Do you guys remember a website called Ilroots?
I mean, she looked
Have you
good.
guys ever?
She looked really good.
Went on
I'm
there?
not gonna lie to you.
So there's this website back in the day called.
But like right now, she just it's like her trend right now. It seems like
Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys.
no worries.
play it without the sound.
But even before this,
She's
though,
she's not even that thick, anyways. By the way,
no, but it's playing off the sex appeal. You know, we've seen it
She
a
was
million
bad.
times. So
now
still
I
bad right
wouldn't
now.
I wouldn't even look at her right now.
right now she's bad.
Look
right
at
now.
that. You mean, whoa, that was she. This is authentic. She was authentic here. Now she's like weird looking. Now she's fucking weird as fuck. I'm just saying. She was thick here, and now she looks like a fucking stick.
no, but we're saying like in terms of looks and
But
talent.
she
yes,
got
looks
back.
did push
She's
through.
sizing up right now, almost like what's that girl's name?
Who?
kind of got skinny and now she's sizing up again.
Who?
Lizzo.
No. She's a rapper.
Megan Thee Stallion.
No, she
Who?
was beefing with a Lotto, and now they're friends.
Oh,
and they
Ice
just-
Spice.
Ice Spice.
Oh yeah.
I kind of
She
enjoy
had-
Ice Spice
She
music.
did
I'm
that.
not gonna lie.
She did that. She got
She
slim.
makes
she
some
got
bops
super
sometimes.
slim. Everyone like, yo, what's going on? And then she sized up a little bit.
So
So this is so.
I like a lot of music too, though. Don't get me wrong, but Ice Spice, I know this
Like
may be
Doja,
a thing, but yeah, I
Doja's
think she makes
sized
some-
back up a little bit.
some
Not
videos sometimes.
like this, but like she's back to like okay, like you know what I mean. You're gonna still look that direction. I know what you're talking about, but she's not that weird tiny size anymore. But I feel like she is like. It's almost like she's playing a psychological game. Like it's like, let me see how far I can go here. Okay, it's like she's playing with the boundaries of her
in terms of like what her beauty,
artistry.
you mean, or her artistry in general?
everything, like beauty, artistry. She's always tapping in. Maybe she'll be demonic here, then maybe she'll get this here, just to
Yeah.
see like
See what
all
works.
her boundaries
yeah,
and
to see what
then
works.
play within it. You know.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure she knows like
The only,
what
the
her
only,
niche is. You
the
know
only
what I mean?
downfall
Like,
for me is the group chat thing and the weird behaviors. And
Oh,
then,
when she's in there. When
Oh,
she's
for
there.
Doja, you're saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was showing toast to racist Nazis and.
No, I remember that. That's what kind of
Oh,
turned me
not-
off
not
of her.
even that.
There-
But that's a testament
there's
to
there's
branding
even
versus
another
the
thing
actual
that was
talent.
like wow, that like
No,
we're
but
gonna
not
address it
to
on here,
focus
but-
on the drama too much, but just to go back to what we were talking about in terms of talent versus looks and branding, that speaks towards it because that tainted her branding, no? And
So,
that
so,
turned off
but this,
people,
so the crazy thing is, I think
What's
people
up?
should really look at this like this. This topic really is it really only pertaining to women, or could it be
No,
pertaining to
definitely
men?
not. Yeah. So what? This talents versus looks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think it pertains to both, but I think in different ways.
Okay, so let's talk about men. How does it pertain to men?
The flashy cars, the money, all that. I know there is a lane for the
Is that
backpacker.
okay?
Nah.
There is a lane for that, but you could still argue that for the women's part as well.
I wouldn't say
There's
that
also that girl from London. What's her name?
Because like everybody rents a thing for their videos and all that kind. So you can.
But if you don't have it, then will people take you as seriously? If you
You
don't have the
can-
flashy cars, the chains, and all that, will they take you as seriously at a certain level?
Listen, there's people who's faked their whole career, and it's only now that we're seeing the real. So it's like, you know
What do you mean in terms of like now we're seeing the real?
Like,
So you're saying like looks don't matter for guys, like how their image is doesn't matter for them?
not really.
So I could just take up a backpack.
Look at J. Cole. You can go ride
I know
a bike
everybody's gonna use J. Cole.
and go then go and
that's
be
a
like
safe
this,
answer.
be like this.
I
Well,
get it.
another example is Andre 3000. This guy's walking around fucking major cities playing flute
Yeah.
and going walking around New York playing flute.
I'm saying current artists with that type of branding. I think JID off the top of my head. Let me take him out of there. But other than JID, current artists right now, like I do think image does play a
Again,
part
you
with
have to
guys
be
as well.
so authentic with it,
so-
and you have to be talented with it. It just has to sync.
Yeah.
And once people grab, it's just like when you first hear Giveon, you're almost like, yo, this guy, you know he's gonna blow. When you hear Friday on God Did, you're like, yo, I know this guy. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like
So I
for
think-
that in that
I
sense,
think
it has to
branding
have that.
for both. I think for everybody in general, branding and image does matter. But you just, like you said, got to make it authentic. And authentic, a lot of people take authentic. It means, and they take it and assume it means you got to look broke in a video. No, you can still have the cash, the cars, and everything, but it has to fit your persona.
And it has
Has
to
to
fit
fit
the aesthetic of the song.
Yeah, the brand, the aesthetic of the song. But but like there's certain artists, even in the slow songs, even in the songs from the gutter, they're still gonna have those nice whips and the chains and shit like that. It just gotta fit you as a person. So
All right.
Yeah, I definitely see where you're coming from with that aspect. I kind of mixed like visual appearance for the male, but you're talking more so on that like
image in general.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying,
yeah,
versus talent.
definitely.
You know what I mean? You know somebody else who has amazing branding and an amazing image. I think Sad Boy does that.
Yo,
really
yo,
That's like
really
segue to the next topic.
Yeah,
Sad Boy, dope.
So the next topic is artists to watch.
Oh, sick.
But people don't know who she signed to though.
I don't know.
No, but she's signed to the Illuminati.
I don't know about all that, but she signed to a label that people.
She had a cool story I saw. She said something on one of the podcasts. Was it Extra Gravy? I think she said.
She signed to. She signed to a dope label.
No, but she said how somebody told her. I think it was like an A&R or something like that.
Yeah,
Heard her
about her
music.
name?
Said she was dope, but her name sucks, and it was her name
Ebony.
And then she said had a next story about how she came up with Sad Boy, but then that ended up fitting her a bit better.
Yeah.
So
she's I would say she's our Doja Cat.
You think so?
I would put her up there with Doja.
I don't know about Doja
She can
Cat.
easily.
I think
She
she's
listen,
pretty
Sad
unique in my
Boy,
opinion.
dope. I even rock with the sex appeal. Like I like, she's making the
Yeah.
slim girls look like I'm
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah,
So I
she's really
appreciate
rocking.
Slim girls are
she's
back.
bringing-
Her branding's
She's bringing,
amazing.
she's
Naturally
another
slim
artist.
girls.
Yeah,
Like, she's
yeah,
naturally
yeah,
slim.
yeah.
Any artists for you?
I have a list of artists.
Let's
I can tell
go,
you
let's
guys
go.
about. Okay, so as you guys know,
Okay,
I'm
you
a
go.
videographer in the city.
Yes, with the Amar show.
So I can put you guys onto a lot that
Let's
I'm
go,
seeing right
let's
now.
go.
Okay, so first things first, I just want to take the givens.
Look at the
out of
camera and
equation.
just get the names up.
All right, so first I want to take the givens out of the situation. Like obviously it's a given. Casper, 100 Band Plan. Those guys are hot right now.
Yo, 100
going
Band
crazy
Plan.
right now. You know what I mean?
That mixed
salute to
album,
those guys.
that joint album was fucking genius.
Crazy.
who's that?
You know what I mean?
100 Band Plan. The market.
Who's that? I don't
No,
know who that is.
That's Casper. Casper and the 100 Band Plan were
Okay,
on.
okay,
They
okay.
dropped the
rappers
mixtape.
and
Their
shit,
mixtape was actually it was pretty fucking cool.
Okay.
You heard
I
it,
mean,
yeah?
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Okay, sick.
Fucking good.
I should check that out then. Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, the list of artists I come in with, like, I work with a lot of artists, so I get to see like a good range of artists within the city. So, first off, obviously Goldie London. I want to put on. Definitely watch out for her. Females, if you need a rapper to go to, she's definitely a good one. Another amazing one is Double M.
Okay.
Double M I think she's about to go on a run this year. I also think Goldie is in position for another run as well.
Mm-hmm.
Haviah, obviously, shouts out to you and prayers up for your situation as well.
She's due for a legendary run.
Yeah. No, but an artist right now that I'm hearing a lot behind the scenes that may not get too much public praise, but I'm hearing it a lot behind the scenes with everybody I work with, even the fans of the scene and all that, Froboy is on the come up right now.
Okay.
He makes amazing music. Everybody who is looking for a new artist to listen to, I'd say go to Froboy.
Yeah.
Let's
Definitely check
go.
him
Let's
out.
go.
Yeah,
Everybody I tell him about likes him, you know?
All right.
So, also, J Chills dropped a project.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the name for you right now, but definitely check out his page. I think he went number 1 on
I had him
iTunes
on my
or
show.
something like
J
that.
Chill's big up
Yeah, he did a big play. Was it last year or at the top of this year? I think it was last year.
towards the end of the year.
Yeah, end of the
In
year.
summer, he came through.
There's another artist I discovered. This is sub 1,000 followers, but I think he's due to blow up if he keeps consistent. He's a singer, Tajuddin. So
Okay.
Tajuddeen. So definitely check him out. Amazing voice. Great. He's showing me some of the music he has in the bank right now, and it's sounding amazing. I think he has a hit
Let's go.
in one of them if he pushes it right. Supreme is the next one. I work with him all the time, but it's because I believe in him for a reason. He made the switch to dancehall. I still think he does a hip hop too now, but his switch to dancehall really suits his vibe, his persona, and I think he's really been killing it. He
I
did
rock with the switch.
the What You Feel Like remix he dropped, and it's
That
been
shit
going
was
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he really slid on
Yo,
that.
he tore that shit up.
Yo, I'm telling you, he's
I was like,
consistent.
yo,
and the thing is, he
bro.
has a pen too, because he's writing for a lot of artists that
Yeah.
we know about. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of bigger artists too,
Mm.
from Jamaica, from the States.
Mm.
He's
Ooh.
writing for all of them in the background too. So his pen is not to be played with. For
Let's
real.
go. Let's go.
So big up to Supreme. All right.
Cha-ching.
Another big artist. Everybody I show this person to, her name is TT.
Mm-hmm.
So I found her through Beat Cave, but I know
Okay.
she's closely associated with the Honey Jam program,
Let's
Mm.
go.
where you know the Honey Jam program
do.
with the
I'm aware of it.
female artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's amazing. Everybody I show her to as well is always with the thing I do called the Amar Show. People usually are like, "Who's this artist?" So
Mhm.
definitely check out TT, especially if you like melodies. Another good one, Juicy. Another good melody man. So definitely check him out. He's on the come up. Julius X is so consistent as well. Wave Montega, I think, is an X factor for this year.
Yo, Wave Montega, shout out to
Have you
that
heard of Wave
brother out
Montega? Or
there.
no?
No, but you're gonna send me a list of all these
Um,
people, so I'm gonna have
yeah.
like all these people come up on the screen.
His
Okay,
project,
yeah,
his-
definitely.
his
So-
recent project just came out.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Wave Montega, whenever the thing is like, it feels like he hasn't been doing much like last year, but he's starting to wake up again this year. But whenever he drops something, it's received really well.
Mm.
So I think the city is vibing with him, and he had a hit back in the day as well.
Okay.
So go check him out. Definitely research.
Yeah,
Wave
you probably
Montega.
heard of like the side bag, that song.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it was Side Bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that song made waves, and obviously this is an obvious one, LTL. So all the guys from LTL, I think they're gearing up for, especially this summer.
Is that the dancehall?
Yeah, the
group?
dancehall
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
the ones
dancehall in general in the city are just going crazy.
You
right
know
now.
what's so crazy? And then
So-
I'll get my I'll do editing as well.
Yeah.
Editing as well. About a year ago, I think a year ago to this day,
Yeah.
I was talking to I had Chasora on the show,
Mhm.
and we were talking about that. He's like, "Yo, I am surprised that we don't have a lot of dancehall artists coming out of Toronto, considering how
Yeah.
there's a big community here.
So we called it because there's like an explosion of dancehall artists
It's
right
crazy,
now, bro. Like,
and it's actually refreshing to see.
and the scene's actually like it's good music coming out from there too.
Yo,
it's not
it's
just
amazing.
bullshit.
And
Yeah,
big shout out
so
to
check
the
it out,
old
man.
heads, not the old heads, but big shout out to the foundational guys like Trinity Chris. You know what I mean?
Hey.
You know what I mean? Like other names.
Yeah, put me on, bro. I'm not familiar. So
The
let me know,
OG
man.
dancehall and
Yeah.
From the
reggae
city?
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Trinity
I
Chris.
think Exco, Levi,
Mhm.
all
Okay,
those
dope, man.
those fellas and
Sick. But yeah, man, I'm excited about. That's it for my list. But just in general, I'm excited for the city this year. 2026 is I think is a big year for the city. If everybody, females and the guys, dancehall as well as hip hop, Afro, all the styles. Like if you guys keep hustling right now, I think 2026 is gonna be very like good to you. If you get what I mean. So what's up?
On my list, I think I'm doing top of the dome right now.
No worries.
Ason Eastwood, check him out.
Yeah.
He is like, I had a conversation with Ricochet, and we talked about this, and we coined the phrase mature rap,
Okay.
or mature hip hop, or adult hip hop, or adult rap. It's that phrase, and I feel like 2025 showed us that, and 2024, of course, because Killer Mike won a Grammy. That mature rap that has to do with like older man things is coming up on a rise. So like, you know, hearing conversations about being a father while being, you know, black in society, you know, that's what you look for in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And the mature rap space is really growing and it's showing its head. So with that being said, another name is Lord Juco, really good guy. Honestly, I'm very interested to see where Casper takes this run.
Same.
I really hope he does the mature thing. Yeah. When I say the mature thing, I don't want to see, beefing online. I just want to meet the music. I want tour dates. I want to sing that song in a fucking club with him singing. No, I hear you. I'm also looking forward for the women on the women's side. I'm really looking forward to seeing Taylor G. Take it up a notch.
Yeah. Taylor, big up Taylor.
I want to see her take it up a notch.
Definitely. Well, she has I don't know if you've seen. She dropped a remix. I think it's Vibe. It's to I don't know if the song is released yet or not. Nothing, but it's to a rich kid. She did like a remake of it. Okay. And she was sliding, man. I think Taylor had bars, bro. Like bars. So.
And yeah, who else is that from me? Oh man, there's so many people to name. We could probably give up like a name list weekly to watch out for.
No worries, yeah, definitely.
But this is it. This is on my end. What be it?
Top of the dome. You said a few of them already. Like you already said a lot of them. I want to shout out to Novelty. That guy's an amazing producer. Yeah. Y'all should definitely check him out. He was on Wave Montega's project. A few. Let me go through a few. Of course, we got the home team. We got Free A, Hood Boy Pepper, and that's with no poly with anything. Who else we got? There was an artist there's a track that she had. I think her name is Millie Jade. She had a track called 95 Black. Okay. I really rock with that one. I think she's from around here. There's a next girl from Montreal. Damn, I don't even remember her name, but like. Shout out to all the artists out there. To be honest,
put in the work.
Yeah. With saying a few and highlight it. I like to highlight like the unsung heroes. The underground kings and queens. Like we know the obvious ones, of course. So like I try to give shout out to the ones who are really putting the work because it really is. It really takes effort to put these things together. Like you're a videographer, so sometimes some people watch a video and not understand the whole concept and the treatment to put this to look like this, and everything is intentional. It's not by accident. This shot, this location, the view, this lighting, all of that. So, shout out to all the artists and creators out there. Keep doing your thing. All the people behind the scenes, you'll certainly get your shine, and people who matter will know who you are and put you in a position to do what you need to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of y'all. Yeah. And that's about it.
Yeah. All right.
So my advice for artists this year is don't be afraid to invest in what you got going on. And when I say invest, I mean like actual money. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to market. I think that's a big part of the necessary part of the game right now, in my opinion. And also for the bigger artists, I'd say 5K plus. Start thinking about monetizing before the labels come. Start thinking about direct to consumer and those type of things before the labels come. Because if you have that stuff and the effort you guys put into pushing everybody towards your streaming, take that same effort and try and push them towards direct to consumer, whether it's through Bandcamp or selling your stuff directly to your consumers. Because in my opinion, making $100 off of selling direct to consumer versus getting $100 off of streaming, direct to consumer way easier.
And you get their data too.
Exactly, you know what I mean? So I don't know any other industry where you get pennies of a dollar fractions of a penny for the work you put in. You know what I mean? I really do feel like it's a big finesse, So I really do think direct to consumer is something artists should be thinking about this year and trying to get over that hill. So
you know what? You took the word right out of my mouth.
Word?
I'm not gonna front. Advice for artists this year. My advice is go on tour. Start going on tour as well. Because, that is the root of artistry as well. Performing for people. And get paid to perform for people, shooting a video in your studio and then not performing it for people. There's no artistry in that. You need to go on tour. And that's how, that's how, when I was, maybe like back in 2011 or 2010, Lil B was on top. Remember Lil B?
Yeah.
I read an article online on one of these blogs, and they said that this guy was making 180 US a year.
Hoes on my dick because I look like
really 180 bands.
Yeah, 180 bands just touring.
Shit.
And you know what's so crazy?
Yeah,
he was touring LA area.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
that's only LA. So
and
imagine
LA to San Francisco.
Yeah,
which is only like a 5-6 hour drive.
But imagine he opened up to the rest of the country.
I mean, that's really all of Canada's population right there.
Right there. So
no, but I've been hearing a lot of our population is concentrated by the border. If you get what I'm saying, along the border. So that's why, like, we have a big country, but not so many people. So that's been a big complaint.
No, but here's the thing, and I also always bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Classified makes
that's what I just want
good
to say
money.
Yeah, Classified cracked the code, yo.
He cracked the code. Every year, this man's going on tour from coast to coast.
Yeah.
And I always say this: whenever I get a chance, I'm on in front of a mic. Mm-hmm. Touring is number one. That's my advice this year.
Get your money.
More tours. I'd love to see Casper with like a 15 city tour. Imagine that.
Crazy. Yeah.
You know.
So,
what about you? Any advice?
I mentioned one a little bit earlier, which was like get a tour manager.
Yes.
Get on the road. See, doing that is gonna get you to performing music in front of a lot of people, especially those who are not your crowd. So you can kind of like cater and be more thoughtful with the type of music that you want to perform, because then you can now separate the music that you want people to listen compared to the music that you want to perform.
Yeah.
To kind of piggyback what you're saying in regards to straight to consumer, that definitely is the thing, right? Like, I feel like labels are not going to do anything for you that you can't do for yourself. If anything, go into a label, figure out what it is that they do and do it for yourself. Or if you're going to a label, understand that you're going to have to charge it to the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 albums, you got to charge it to them. Don't think you're going to go in there and be like, oh yeah, everything's going to be mine. I'm going to get masters for this, whatever. Play it smart. Do what Frank Ocean did. Give half work in the beginning.
Oh, no. Frank Ocean did some sleazy shit, but that's different conversation.
That
was crazy.
I mean, do some half work in the beginning, or pretend like this is your hardest thing, and then after, when you're off of it and like you've gotten all the notoriety and now you can claim ownership onto your music, now go 1,000%, make people go, whoa, like I didn't even know you had this in you, and now you own everything and you can kind of make that push. But yeah, don't be afraid to go guerrilla, try new things, you know what I'm saying? Don't ask permission, ask forgiveness. So it's like, you go out there, you know what I'm saying? Get your feet dirty and like try some shit, because it might, you know what I mean? Get you over the hump. It might make you do some shit. Look at like what's his name? Chance the Rapper. Like he's like probably the first independent artist that I'm aware of that got a Grammy off of free music.
He was an independent, but
I mean independent in the sense of like not having like a major and still being able to do what you want without having like somebody telling you this is what you have to do, you know? Because no one, if we're being honest, nobody does it independent. You need a team, you need funding, you need this, you need that. So it's like no one's gonna be like, yo, I mean, everybody says, I got it from the mud, no one gave me nothing, but that's just a soundbite to make it sound good. But nobody does anything by themselves. So
One more thing I want to give the artist, just an idea, you know what I mean, that you guys could try out. Find yourself find your fan base through your hobbies too. Don't be afraid to share what you like doing other than music too on your social media, because my example is Megan Thee Stallion. Every Halloween, she dresses up as some anime character, you know what I mean? Then she released like some type of doll or something like that recently.
That's hilarious.
Get straight into merch, you know what I mean? So things like that, you know? So
yeah, what's his face? Titty Boy, or 2 Chainz. Yeah, because he used to be called Titty Boy.
No, I know. Yeah.
2 Chainz, I think every year he has like a ugly Christmas sweater, and he sells it.
See what I'm saying? So
and he makes millions, $1 million every fucking.
Yeah. You see how you use your hobby, and that could find you a fan base, and now you can use that hobby as a pack to sell. To
another thing too. Another thing would be to collaborate outside of your field, like. Yeah, you can collaborate with another artist, but collaborate with a fashion designer. Maybe he can drip you up for your clothing. Collaborate with a videographer. Collaborate with somebody who has something that you can see that you can make it work and kind of, you know what I mean, both benefit from, you know? So just be creative in that aspect, because like you being over here like, oh, I don't got Louis, or I just have a Louis belt and I don't have nothing else, but you got a dope person on adjacent to you that has something dope that they got going on, but you're too focused on looking up as opposed to looking left and right.
Just everything under that hip hop umbrella: fashion, music, culture.
Like, someone who knows how to like draw or something. Like, you do something with them, do a rap song while they're working on an art or something. Like, that's something that people are gonna want to see.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Question before we go, and this is crazy here. Can a prominent artist in the city take the bus, or will that hurt their brand?
Oh no.
What do you guys think? I want to know your thoughts on this. So say if not necessarily Drake level, but like on the come up, let's say around 10 to 30,000 followers on the gram, can they take the bus? And they're a rapper.
Okay, so if I see Ace on Eastwood on the bus,
okay,
because like I think he's one of the biggest rappers in the city.
Yeah.
If I see him on the bus, I'm gonna think it's part of it's who he is. So just so don't about me, just a little bit about me.
Yeah.
This summer I live in Newmarket, by the way.
Okay. Oh shit.
I deliberately took GO Train.
Yeah.
So moving
down.
on up.
The GO Train down.
Yeah.
From the GO Train, I'm at Long Branch, and I'm walking here.
Oh shit.
And I'm doing that all for my health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like getting the steps in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So is that a flex? It could be.
Is it? Well, I'm saying, would somebody point out and be like, "Ha ha, you're brokey"? Like
some.
I thought you had it like that. Like
some dummies may, but you don't know where he's coming. Like every time I'm downtown, whenever if I'm so when I used to take the when I used to take the TTC and like you're downtown and like you see, I'm seeing these rich ass white people. You can hear their conversations.
Okay.
And like I did this, I did that, I did this, and they're getting off at Rosedale Station. And what Rosedale is like. It's the most richest part of the city. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, so the TTC and public transit is there for people who want to take advantage of it.
Yeah. They're even encouraging you, even if you have a car, to take TTC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
I mean, it could be both things. It could be really both things. It just, and also, honestly, if you look like shit, you'll know.
I hear you.
You know.
But say the rapper's cleaning his videos. He's wearing chains and all that in his videos. But when you see him on the bus, he's still clean. Obviously he doesn't have his chains on outside and shit like that. But you see him on the bus. Are you judging?
Listen, at the end of the day,
not really, bro.
Same. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
If you have the same vim, nothing else can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have that same energy going throughout, what's understood ain't got to be said. But like, if you can like. If people can feel that energy, when it's like authentic and like, okay, like you're doing this for
but
something.
I think
the only thing that is corny is if like you're shitting on the same thing you're doing.
Yeah.
You're on the bus too.
If it's like that, you know what I mean? If it's like that, you're writing lyrics, talking down on people like that, then I see it. But I'm saying it can even help your brand in a way, because when I know me coming up, when I used to see, well, this isn't what's it called, necessarily a rapper, but I remember Corey Joseph. He used to be in the city all the time when I was growing up. He's in the NBA. Sometimes I'd see him at Scarborough Town Center. Sometimes I'd see him other places.
Taking the bus?
Not taking the bus, but just walking around, you know what I'm saying, in public. It's
that
like
is
just that
definitely
hidden.
not the same thing.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
No.
I think just seeing them in public,
bro,
even if I seen them on the bus, TTC, if I saw a rapper on the bus that, okay, maybe not, okay, because the
NBA players practice at Humber College. What are we going to say?
Okay, coolio. All right, so then let's say somebody, like I said, with 30K followers, I see them on TTC, the 38. Let's just call it a random bus. I see them on there.
I have a perfect answer.
Like, yo, I liked your track the other day.
Perfect answer.
It
for you.
depends
Keep
on
going.
where you saw it.
Perfect answer.
What's up?
Can I take that 30,000 and pay to get on the bus?
No. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, but I had the conversation with somebody.
So them followers don't mean
like,
shit.
It does affect you as a brand. You know
it doesn't mean shit if you don't know how to use it. Some people know how to make 30K followers flip into.
No, but I'm saying with the 30K, I'm just strictly talking about public transit. If you see a prominent rapper in the scene making noise and you see him on the TTC tomorrow on the bus, are you judging? For me, I wouldn't. If I hail him up and be like, yo, I love that track you dropped the other day, and he's cool with me, In my head, that helps him even more. This guy's a cool guy. Like,
No.
For me, also,
you know what? That's a trick question.
Why?
Cause one,
What's up?
if you're someone who's not for that,
Mm-hmm.
what the hell are you doing over there being able to see someone be doing that? It's like almost like if you're seeing someone doing wrong, like how did you end up in that environment to see them doing that?
Sometimes
it's
in the
not
game,
necessarily
like,
being wrong and be on the bus. You did something wrong.
No. I'm just saying it in that sense where it's like, how are you seeing someone take the bus if you're not like
and
on
clowning
the same,
them,
like,
and then you're
unless you see them like
bus too.
you're driving and you see them at the bus shed or something like that. But like,
But even so, I'm not really.
I also it doesn't matter. Like, did you see him on the bus system, or do you see him on the subway? Because like the subway is typically a little bit of a flex. Like you can just jump out.
Subway is there.
You know what I mean? It's like
Okay.
If it's a bus route, that's
You
a
see
little
them
different.
you see them. You're driving past. You're seeing them at the bus stop, standing waiting on the bus. Let's make it like that.
Then you don't.
You're telling me if you saw like Drake,
If I saw Casper at the bus stop, you know,
I'm not thinking anything. I'm
and
like,
Jennifer
hey, that's
Finch?
Casper.
Nah.
I'm keeping it pushing.
I'm be real. I
not
probably
doing
won't verbally say it, but I'm thinking like, bro, like
You on hard times or something?
Yes.
Listen,
You're thinking so?
no, you're not. You know why? Because I'm thinking about the image, the chains, and all of that. Like, there's no way you're coming with 30K of like jewelry, and then you're like, cause now we have Uber, we have all these things where it's like, bro,
You're gonna Uber to every location though. You know how expensive that gets?
Bro,
Yeah,
if you can wear a $30,000 chain, you can Uber everywhere.
Uber everywhere.
Okay, say if he wasn't wearing his chains in public and all that stuff, he has them at the crib or whatever. You're still judging?
That's like being a billionaire and like chilling in the hood.
So you're telling me if you saw Drake at the bus stop, you would think less of Drake at the bus stop?
What do you do?
No, I'd be like, it's just that he may want to take the bus today.
I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing here.
I think he may just want to take the bus today.
No.
I don't know.
I be thinking like, I be thinking he's shooting a video or something. I'm not thinking he's taking.
So you're saying like people have to be exposed.
I think.
What do you mean exposed?
I think that
like if
they don't have to be.
If tomorrow the guy's on what's it called, on Forbes list, the Canadian Forbes list.
Yeah.
That he's fucking the most richest Toronto rapper.
Yeah, but
like
if he's on Forbes list and then you see him at the bus shop,
then you'll be like, okay, it's cool for him. It's cool because he's on the bus.
I think anybody, because I don't know the situation going on behind the scenes.
I hear you.
Because 9 times out of 10, people won't even recognize that guy who's on the Forbes list unless he's part of entertainment.
No, but
that's the problem with it, because entertainment.
We're losing the plot though. These are rappers, prominent rappers in the city, recognizable face. You see at the bus stop. It's like, I'm not judging because first of all, again, like you were saying, we don't know if he's shooting a video. We don't know if he just felt like taking the bus that day or if it's on hard times. As long as he keeps it cool, keeps it player, you know what I mean?
I'm not for me. I'm not gonna judge as long as it's not on the bus route.
On the bus route, no.
If it's the subway, I can understand. Like
bus route, I'm talking bus route, side of the street, standing at the bus stop.
I got questions.
I
got questions.
I got a lot of questions.
I got questions.
Let's leave it up to the fans, man. Let's leave it up to the watchers, bro. Like,
I just hope I hope he's not doing the drill. That's it.
He might be fucking doing the drill. Hey, yo, this is Black Mob. This is the Steady Mobbin Podcast. I got
Amar OD. What's good, my guys?
And what's your following or what your
Instagram?
handles?
So it's at the.amar AMMAR.show on Insta.
It'll pop up on the screen somehow.
Yeah.
How they reach out to you, brother?
Angelo Sante, you know what I'm saying? Angelo with a J, not a G. Sante, SANTE.
And if they want to get style, they reach out to you?
Holla at me, man. We got the clothes, we got the drip, you know what I'm saying? We get it going. Actually, tomorrow I got a fashion show that I'm doing.
Let's go. And I'm just Black Mob. I'm the conduit for the culture. And we out, baby. Peace.
There's a couple of emotions. Yeah, food creates emotion because when you're hungry, you want the food that you want. Friends create an emotion because when you go and you hang out with your friends and you go and have a good time with your friends. And especially if they're your old friends, so they have history on you for time. But music, why do you think all these older people sit there and still listen to 70s classic rock? Because they remember where they were on that moment when that song was playing. And they remember, because I remember the first time I ever heard Who Shot Ya from Biggie Smalls. Cheers.
I love that track.
Yo, is that audio fucking good on that? We'll fucking wing it. We're gonna wing it.